Hello, good morning. I sound like this is the first time I've talked today. You can tell. I am running out for a meeting with the fellow business owners, small business owners of Grand Rapids. It's like a working meeting so we can all work together to make plans for events and that sort of thing. Alex usually runs it, but he is up at Cottage Week. A friend does this cottage thing every year. So I'm leading it. It is 8 in the morning. I am ready. I feel like this light is it's doing good things for me. But I'm gonna jump in the car, I'm gonna park at our stores, and then walk to the chamber because parking near the chamber is super expensive. And I'm gonna use that money to get me and my friend Amanda Starbucks because she'll be at the meeting. So I feel like that's a better use of my money than paying to park my car. So let's get going. I just have to brag a little bit. We finally did our mulch of weeds and stuff. We didn't do new mulch, we weeded. And it finally looks like we aren't complete garbage people. Look at us, look at us. Ugh. I wanna keep talking to you because I am excited to talk to you guys today. So while I get myself situated in the car, I'll probably be late to this meeting, mostly because I'm distracted. But I tried to talk to you guys yesterday, but the camera battery was so dead that it was like, I'm dead, but it still could tell me it was dead. So I gave it a try and it just didn't work out. So here we are, trying on Thursday. I think today will be more interesting anyway, but happy to have you. Glad to be here. Let's drive downtown and then walk through downtown for Starbucks. Alex got me this car sticker recently, and the girls who get it, they get it. So as we walk to get Starbucks, there's some noisy men at work behind me. I wanted to tell you a little story because I've been burying the lead a little bit today. But my friend Lauren, who's been in the videos, I've known her even before I started making videos, so 15, 20 years of friendship. She lives in Seattle, all that stuff. We went to Hawaii with her, whatever. She is bringing me to see Taylor Swift in California. I'm going to California to go to the Eras tour with Lauren, and then we're going to Disneyland. So words cannot describe how excited I am. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's really sunk in yet. I've gotten my flights, I'm gonna meet them in California, and I just haven't grasped the magnitude of the situation yet. So I'm in shock. I'm definitely in shock. I think this Starbucks is so pretty. It's in the Amway Hotel, and it's my favorite one. Well, I don't know what I would say. I don't know. I was just gonna be like, this is Amanda. So I just, you're not even on. So we just finished the working meeting. It was very good. It's my first time leading it, and honestly, I'm pretty sure people will want me to lead the other ones, but that's just me. This is Amanda. Hi. You've probably seen her in some of the photos on my Instagram. She's who I brought the very hot coffee for. Because chai lattes are not as hot as Americanos. It was so hot when I was carrying it, and everyone felt so, because I had it in both hands, and everyone was opening doors for me because I was struggling. It was very nice. It was very nice of them. But now I am walking back to my car and going home. Maybe going to the gym, probably not, let's be honest. So we're about to get out of the chamber and go home. I have arrived home. We got a little tartare. And there's an Oni around here somewhere. Look at that. Look at that Oni baloney. So next on the docket, now that I'm home, is to do some product photos for our new launch that is coming out next week. Yes, next week. So this video will go up on Thursday and the launch goes live on Saturday. And we're having our party and stuff on Thursday as well. I look like I walked around the city for a while. But before I go downstairs and show you where I set up the studio, I actually changed where I do my photos. It's a little bit different, so you're gonna come hang out with me because I have to do that anyways and I don't really want to. So if I feel like there's someone with me hanging out, then it'll be easier to get done. I wanted to show you some new additions to my gallery wall. I don't remember the last thing I updated you guys on. Was it? I think I told you about Anya. She's on my wall. I got this print from Festival of the Arts. It's a poppy print and then I put it in a Goodwill frame. Pretty sure I told you about that as well. This, however, is my newest addition and I randomly decided one day to make a Shopkins wall piece. So this is just a frame I got from Amazon with like a mat and then I glued with like tacky glue some Shopkins onto it. So I love it. I think it's a really fun way to use this collection that I've had forever in like a new, different sort of funny little way. And I am shocked that nothing has fallen yet. I think it's been about a week or two. So it's doing pretty good. And then the next thing I added was this little shelf with our Make It Minis on it. So new obsession, Make It Minis. You can tell which one Alex made. It's the crazy looking monster toast. And then I made this really simple like strawberry milkshake, but I didn't make this one. It's a chocolate milkshake spilling. And then we are having more coming because I'm obsessed, like I said. So I ordered more and they will go on the rest of the shelf. So that little shelf is for all of my Make It Minis and Alex's Make It Minis. He has fun with it too. So it's a cool little thing we've been doing together. There were actually 2 of these shelves from this estate sale that we went to. So I'm using this one over on my bookshelf to store my little anime collection that I have going as well. And I also apparently have a tarot card collection and oracle card collection going on over there. So this is just facts about me. Facts about Kayla, shelf edition. Okay, so now I'm gathering my SD card and the things I need to go downstairs because the studio, I call it a studio. It's in one of our guest bedrooms, so like it's not that fancy. I'm gathering everything I need for that. So Oni's between my legs right now. It is retro themed, so I'm going to take the old, like, it looks like an old player, but it just plays the radio. We have it above our mantle. I'm gonna take that down with me for a prop and probably the plant as well, because I think that's really cute, and use that stuff. So it's like 1950s kind of theme, energy, vibe. Natural window light. So if you recall, this is where we had all of our studio lights and everything set up and my table that I did all my product shots on. And it just kind of bothered me that it was like in the enjoyment like area. Like I didn't like work and pleasure being so close together. So it's in here now, and this is the old sticker office. So way back, this is where we had all of the sticker shop in. Now we have 2 full-size beds that need to be made for guests. So this is our like second guest room. And then over here in this extra little space where there's an Oni is where I set up my studio. And I just really love how it's like a designated space for it. I just think it looks so good. It just makes me so happy. So these are very early products for a later launch. And then I have my bins full of other launch items. This is the stuff I just brought down, and the bin full of everything I need to take photos of today. So I have to go back up and bring down another basket full of product, and then we can get started on the photos. So this is the unit that we had right next to it where I keep all of my like extra props and photo supplies and everything. And then all of the full studio light equipment is back here. Since we don't use it all that often, I just thought it'd be easier to store it out of the way, and we never come in here unless we're preparing it for guests. So that's why Oni is really enjoying exploring, because she has probably only been in this room like once in her life. Hey babe. For those keeping score at home, this is number 2. Do I drink a lot of caffeine? No. Do I already feel like I'm going to blast into space? Absolutely. But I did so well at that meeting, I was very proud of myself, that I got myself another one on the walk back to my car, so. We're going to the moon today. All right, it is all set up and we are ready to start shooting. So this is the entire Retro Redux collection. We have some retro bookends. These are some vintage soul stickers we're going to be giving out as freebies at the event, and there'll be a line as well. A little bucket hat, some makeup like dot bags, this cool little cassette. There's a greeting card set. These are coasters, which I think are really fun, and they go onto a little like vinyl record player. And then we have bowling shirts, very vintage inspired. That noise is Oni playing with the curtains and the, I guess they're called curtains, right? Blinds. We got these good vibes earrings, a couple of hair clips, one of which is currently in my hair because I'm sweating and I will need to put it back for the photo. These starburst earrings, a couple of shirts, this sad songs embroidered shirt, and then on the sleeve are little like red teardrops, so it's really cute. And the greeting cards. So going to spend some time capturing this launch and taking photos and everything of it. It always looks so silly when it just like stops, but the photos usually, I think they turn out pretty good. So let's get shooting. And that's Oni messing with the blinds. Slow zoom. Yeah, we sweaty, but we're at the desk, and I'm going to edit these photos to get them over to MJ, our social media gal. So if you follow us on TikTok, she is the one that does it all, and she's super talented and very funny, and I very much value her and her efforts because I am an elder millennial and I can't keep up. Like, apparently Threads is a thing now, and she got us an account like the first day it came out. Amazing. I'm over here just being a sweaty hot mess. So let's edit these photos and get them to her so she has plenty of time to use them in marketing. As I am adding the files to my computer, can I just tell you that I am one minor inconvenience away from buying a record player and all of my favorite Taylor Swift albums and just playing them on repeat. Like, oh my God, it's so gross, guys. How are we even friends? Like, I have put a cheaper record player, it's like $50, it's still, like, I can't justify $50 in a record player when music can be played everywhere. But, like, I have put it in my cart so many times. I have almost bought it so many times. But, like, records are more expensive, if not almost as expensive as like the record player itself. Like 2 records is $50. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy, Kayla. You don't, but like I am trigger happy when it comes to the potential buying of a record player. Let me just tell you, like right now I could set it up behind me at my little desk or bookshelf thing, whatever, dresser. It's a dresser. The coffee, guys. I've had so much caffeine. That explains 100%. Probably the sweat as well. But I could set up my little player and put on a little record and have a little moment. I want to so bad. I borrowed my friend Taylor's record player and records for the party for this launch that we're doing. So we're going to play like records and do typewriter poetry. So I'm going to write some poetry for my friends and people who come and visit. But I played some records yesterday at work and I loved it. I thought it was so fun. And now even more than ever, I have this chokehold. These records have this chokehold on me and I don't need it. Like, I really don't need it. I really don't need it. But also Alex is enabling me and is like, live a little luxurious. Have a little luxury in your life. Like, What's so wrong with that? And I was like, Alex, you're usually the voice of reason here. But he also wants a record player, I think. So it's just one minor victory or inconvenience, and I will be clicking add to cart and purchasing. But I also want to save up money for the Taylor Swift concert in Disneyland. Like, there are things I want to buy at Disneyland. There are churro-shaped ears that if I don't get, I might just be devastated. So it's like, you know, budgets are hard. I'm not good at budgets. Actually, if you have any recommendations of someone who does a good budget like series on YouTube, that would be awesome, because I am terrible. I'm terrible. I know to pay off my credit card and that's about it. But I could just put all this on the credit card and then it'll just get paid off. I don't know. So I am having a crisis about it, because I'd have to buy Reputation and I'd have to buy Midnights, and those are my two favorite albums. Probably Lover, because it's also really great too. And that's the album I was listening to yesterday at work that Taylor had, my friend Taylor and Taylor Swift. And I just, then I'd have to get Mount Joy and a John Legend album and a Weezer album. There's a Weezer album that I absolutely love. And then this weekend we're going to see Ripe and the Hacky Turtles, and I know for a fact that Ripe has an album, and they are like a smaller band, and I would want to support them and give them $30 and buy their album. And I'm just, this is a very dark hole, and I feel like I want you guys to convince me not to do it and convince me to do it at the same time. Please advise. So about an hour has passed since I last talked to you, and I got distracted because on this SD card that I was using, I found folders with like name styles that I didn't recognize, because usually like my SD cards are for my Canon and, you know, like the file name makes sense. So I opened them up and there are thousands of photos from Alex's family over the past like 10 years, more or less, on this one SD card. So I've been going through them and pulling them into our like archives, and we all have like Aura photo frames in our living rooms and stuff. So I'm going to surprise everyone by putting all of these photos, or at least most of them, on everybody's like respected frames. So yeah, this stuff goes back to like 2015 is the oldest I've found so far. And like Alex and I were dating and we look like babies. It is crazy how young we look. So I like the treasure trove keeps on treasuring. Like, there are so many photos. I'm pretty sure he only had one SD card. I'm pretty sure Greg took most of these on one SD card. Like, really cute photos of Linda and all the cousins and stuff. I think people are going to be very excited to see these. Okay, so it's actually making me a bit emotional because my engagement is on this, and there's my dad. There's photos and videos that I haven't seen of my dad. Anybody else's nose gets super red when they do basically anything. Crying, working out, whatever, always red nose. I am the Rudolph of humans. But that was the last selection of photos and stuff. So it's from 2015 to like 2017, 2018. And they are all taken by mostly Greg or Natalie. So I have saved, how many did I save? Like 150, because a lot of them were like birds in their backyard kind of stuff. But they are all going to be so excited because I was so excited to find this. Like, it was just an SD card in my drawer. Like, I don't even know how I ended up with it because we don't have their camera. So I don't know what happened, but I am so glad to have found it. And I can't wait to share everything. Alex is on his way back from his camping trip, or his like cottage week trip. So looking forward to showing him and sending these to their frames to surprise them. And this is why we call them daily pages, ladies and gentlemen, because it is almost 2 o'clock and I am just getting started on my daily pages. I have many things to say. We had book club this evening in Alex's home, so I am going to end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.